So we should be live now.
Live start.
If you guys are watching, give me a second. We're trying to figure out how I can see the chat. I don't know if it can.
You gotta wait for it to be live first.
She said it's live.
You should put something on the whiteboard.
Do what?
Put something on the whiteboard.
Oh yeah, draw a search thing or something. Do it. You're good.
Is
Come
it
on.
live?
Yeah, come on, get
Bro,
in.
People are watching.
You are part of Surge. Get in here. Well, anyways, I don't know. Ask her.
Matt, are we live?
Guys, if we are live, I completely apologize. We have been trying to get things situated to where, one, the quality's better, and two, you guys can see everything. Testing out cameras, testing out different modems, the upload speeds, wonky. So if you guys do see me, good morning. It is Tuesday, April 2nd. Love y'all. I have missed y'all. Yeah, we're just going to jump right in. I can't see the chat, so we tried to figure it out for whatever reason something's going on. But first thing, get this out of the way. We are back online. Praise the Lord. Everything is back. Obviously, there might be a little bit of bugs if you guys are still working on your migration, getting your accounts. Check your emails. I know that I talked to them. They said they had to send out second emails. Mine's not working at the moment either. So just obviously things like that are to be expected. But most importantly, back online. We can get back to trading. I have missed it. If you guys have been paying attention to my stories, you've seen I took a little vacation just because can't do nothing else. I mean, I don't chart up on my free time anymore. I don't need to, but that comes from 8 years of experience. So, if you guys have been taking a break, welcome back. I love y'all. I have missed y'all, and I'm not gonna waste any time. Again, I wish I could see the chat. I keep looking to see if it'll pop up on live, but I don't think, I'm not even sure anybody can watch this live. If you can, beautiful. If not, and you're watching back, maybe on your lunch break or whatever, for you guys that normally are joining in live, I apologize. We'll figure it out we'll figure it out Thursday, but to be expected, nothing's always perfect. So I'm going to jump right in and let's see. Oh my Lord. Let's see. Can you guys see it? Let me sign in real quick. Oh my Lord. I've got to do the captions, so give me 2 seconds. The light, yeah, because it looks like I'm dead on the Remember Me. I apologize, guys. It has signed me out of everything. And then I will share my screen. Oh, they're fixing to make me look amazing.
Yeah. Got a makeup crew coming too.
No. My mouth. I think it's over there. All right. So let me go ahead and just share my screen. And again, if you guys are coming back and watching this on later times, whatever, this is saved. Thanks, sir. So I appreciate y'all joining. Now I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go right into the charts. I'm going to clear my, oh wait, let's just talk about this. Before I clear this, if you guys remember, we talked about gold. We talked about, let me look at this. That looks good, but we probably need to put another one right there. Yeah. If you guys remember, we talked about gold. We talked about gold breaking this, and oh my Lord, look at the beautiful break, hook, and go. I cannot explain this any better. This is it right here. Break, hook, and go. This right here. Let me do this wonky. Y'all know I hate this little tool right here, but ink. Look at that. Break, hook, and go. Gave you perfect market structure. This is on the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 hour just to see what it looks like. And candlestick broke through the level. We have price respected this area where it once broke support, came back to where it broke through the resistance, came back, retested, showing it was strong support, and then we have massive. See, this is beautiful because you guys get to see behind the scenes on how frantic things get right before the live because we're trying to make things perfect. Again, we're trying to make sure the quality's great because Corey's lives, everybody's lives are great, but for whatever reason, when we upload on here, it's a little bit weird. So I apologize if you guys see a bunch of chaos going on. But again, break, hook, and go. Perfect, easy, simple strategy. I don't know how else to just, there's no way. I mean, it's not even a strategy. It's just being patient and waiting for the candlestick structures to show the clear simplicity of breaking through levels and continuation. That's it. That's how I trade. I don't have a strategy. I don't use indicators. I say this every single live. I don't use Fibonacci's. I don't use any of the craziness. I just look for, once I go through and I'll do this on this live. I'm going to remove all these drawings, and then we'll go through and I'll show you exactly what I do, what I did 4 or 5 years ago, and consistently what has got me to be a successful trader. Only levels of support and resistance. That's it. Literally. I'm going to check back here and see. Nope. I'm just seeing if my live is popped up on YouTube so I can see y'all's chat, but I can't, so I don't know if anybody's even on here or not. But, okay, so gold we talked about week before last, that I felt prices were going to break through this area, come back, retest, and then reach new highs. Not going to say, I know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing, especially with gold. I love gold. Gold is my baby. Gold is what created the successful trader in me, but also gold is a beast, so you got to be careful. Now, real quick, I'm going to, again, remove these drawings, and I'll go through my entire process, but let me just show you something. See where price hit this area of resistance, and then price retested again, couldn't break, come back. We thought we had this massive bullish momentum, and then we see this bearish candle coming all the way back down. This candle probably will close underneath there, and then price is going to retest possibly around this area of support, or come back down and retest this because break, hook, and go, but then price always retests that area. All right, let's remove these drawings. And again, I don't use indicators. I'm going to completely go over this again. Why don't I use indicators? Why don't I use Fibonacci's? Why don't I use the Ikimoto clouds? Why don't I use moving averages and all that stuff? I do not use this stuff because all of these indicators were created for stocks like 40 years ago. Back then they did work and they did help out, but nowhere near how people try to signify that they do this today with Forex. It's completely different, and this is why. So I'm just going to use trendline for example, but this is, no, hold on, I can't do that. Let me go to Fibonacci. See, I don't even know where the drawings are. I'm going to ask my man. No, do you know where the Fibonacci is on the chart?
Yeah.
This is everybody. This is a nice, handsome man.
Right over here.
He's also a trader, by the way.
Yeah.
Him and his cousin,
Right here.
Cameron,
Fibonacci,
both with support, if you guys know this. Boom. Thanks, sir.
of course.
All right, so with the Fibonacci, what people do is it's all human error. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, I see this low to this high, and what people do is they adjust it to their likings. Like, okay, that's not hitting 61.8, so maybe I can go a little bit higher. Should I go at the body? Should I go at the wick? Should I go to this candle, this candle, this candle? It's all off human error. So this indicator really does nothing. It's just giving you a guesstimation on where you would like to take a trade. Like, I know that everybody likes to use the golden rule of 61.8 or 88.6, but you're adjusting it to what you like. It could be up here. It could be up here. It could be at the top of the wick. This could be down here, and consider this the low, and then price just beep, beep, beep. But price moves at areas of support and resistance. So that's why when you put Fibonacci, you see where price is like, oh, it played on this level. Ooh, no, each one of these levels are just areas of support and resistance on different levels of quarter points. And this is on any pair, not just gold. This is on any pair. It's going to look like it goes and plays perfectly like, oh, look, price went up, came back, retest 38.2, and it went off. If that's what it takes for you, you know, a lot of people like to have 6 checkpoints before they get in the trade. If this is what you want, then that's fine. You know, if it works for you, great, beautiful, but you're adjusting it again to your liking. So this is why I don't use this. Remove drawings. Now, in the next, let's just do 10 minutes. It's 11:23. I'm gonna do 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you just how quickly and how easy I chart up my my trades, my charts. And first of all, first rule is you want your charts to be completely clear. You want them to be, oh my God, I'm spitting everywhere. You want them to be clear so that it doesn't stress your eyes. This is why I have a gray background and just simple blue and red candles. Now you can put them different candles, different colors. You can put this, there's a bunch of people I see and they got just crazy charts where this is white and these are neon green and orange. It's already stressful enough watching price and looking for different areas of support and resistance. So why stress your eyes and your brain out by crazy colors? I promise you, step one on clearing up your charts, get a better color for them. Get it so it's very subtle, easy on the eyes, and then you'll start seeing clear indications of how price moves. That's step one. Step two, we're going to go to the higher time frame, go to the monthly. We're going to go to the candles right here. And let me say this, I haven't even got to use the platform that Surge Traders use now with MasterTrader. I haven't got to use it yet. So from what I've seen, it looks almost mirror to TradingView. So baller on that. But, excuse me. So first thing I do is I go to candles, I go to my line chart, and I look for peaks and valleys. What I mean by peaks and valleys, first of all, let me say this. I only go on current price action and close to a current price action as well. I don't care about price all the way back down here in 1976. I don't care about none of that stuff because in order for gold to go back to that area or any pair to move over 4,000 or 5,000 pips, there's got to be something pretty significant. Economy's got to go crazy. Something's got to happen. President assassinated, something like that, to create price just have a drastic change like that. So don't clutter your charts up with 50,000 lines. Don't worry about price all the way down here. Worry about current price action. We're going to do a line here. Bink. We're going to do a line here. And that right there, that's our monthly. Why? Because we have this massive bullish momentum and we don't care about price over here. Now, if you want to put price right here, okay. And then you can right click here and you can change the colors or the text and put, this is monthly or blah, 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 blah. And then that's enough for monthly. You don't want to go too crazy on monthly because unless price is like right here and this doesn't exist yet, then you can put like down here on this valley, peak, valley, and current price action would be like right here because it's all in that tight window. So now we go to weekly. Now automatically we see a little peak here. Boom. We see, I'm going to, just to make this, well, realistically, we can't because we don't have anything over here to go base off of. So smaller time frame might show us a little bit different. So weekly, not too much. Daily, about the same thing. We have this nice push. Now I'm going to put a line right in the middle of these two just to give it a little bit more proportionate on how lines are. Now guesstimating this line doesn't have any significance, but I guarantee you once we go to lower time frame, we can see that candlesticks probably played around pretty significant area around there. Now we could do price like right there because I see price just boop, 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 played around. And then let's go to the 4 hour. I don't go anything under the 4 hour. But as you can see, this is, again, support and resistance areas. This is just levels. And look how price plays out. Now we automatically see we are on this nice bullish momentum. We had a little bit of consolidation between the months of February and, I'm sorry. So this is pretty significant. May 23 to February 24. A lot of fluctuation back and forth. Now, obviously, that's a massive spread of time frame. But again, like I could put a line here, I could put a line there, and it could show you a lot clearer picture. So let's go to 1 hour just to see if we see anything crazier to maybe give us a guesstimation. Now, again, see, this is where I said I'd put the line and one here just to give it a nice little balance. Probably could put a line here. Now, I don't normally go to 1 hour. Again, this is a little bit lower, but we're just going to do this so I can show you guys this step ladder of how price plays out. Let's do there because I see this is the first break, bink, and then price came back, break, hook, go, boom. And then we'll do And let me say this, I apologize if I look like death. I have not slept any in the last 5 days. I've been traveling back and forth all over the place. So I apologize if I look horrible. Don't judge me. But again, that's enough. We have the step ladder of how price has been moving. We see that price went through a little bit of ranging, consolidating, and then we have this nice bullish momentum of push. So we are obviously in an uptrend on gold. Now, price has met its match at 22.55. So let's go to the smaller time frame and let's look at it. Now I'm going to switch to candlesticks and just show y'all how beautiful it works when you do the peaks and valleys. Now look at this. I couldn't see wicks, I couldn't see bodies. All I seen was the peaks and valleys. You can see how price plays out around these areas. Like look at this. Look at this. Just boom, 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 bing, just ping pongs back and forth on these areas. That's why I say using the line chart gives you a little bit more accurate. I'm sorry. Looks like cameras go off. But it just gives you a better area to pinpoint these areas of support resistance. Like I did not see anything, and look how price met that line and then came back through, played around, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Wait. All right, let me zoom out to the 1 hour. I feel like I was going to sneeze. So we have an area of resistance. How do I know this is resistance? Because I seen where price came back, touched, come all the way down, broke through. Price could not respect this area as a newfound support, come down and respected this as resistance. Possible news came out, it broke back through. We had this huge push back down where sellers came in, killed the momentum of the bullish, and we could see potentially where gold drops down to like 22.21. If you guys pay attention to cryptos, you've seen Solana, Bitcoin, all that stuff's been tanking a lot. Fundamentally, I haven't checked because I haven't been trading for the last 2 weeks. I haven't checked the news this week, so we'll dive into that in just a minute. But as you can see, gold has met its match. We see this nice little push of resistance here. Depending on, this is the 1 hour candle. We can go to a smaller time frame and just see what price is doing. Price has already broke through this area of resistance and come back down. Let's probably wait for a touch and retest here, and then I would be looking for shorts if I was trading right now. Not giving you any advice, I'm just saying what I would see, what I'm looking for when I see prices just exhausted right here. Now, price could, this is what the market makers love to do, trick you out. Price come down to here, just below where previous candles were showing that it was an area of resistance, come through and then blast off right there. So this could be a 50-50. I would wait. Now I believe yesterday the markets were closed internationally, so I'm not 100% sure on this. I think the European banks were closed and stuff like that. I don't pay attention much to the fundamentals on that side, but this could be where the momentum fell off a little bit. Just saying. That's just my guesstimation. Excuse me. And I'm sorry. I have a runny nose because I was in the snow and completely different altitude, and come back here to the humidity. Body hasn't acclimated back to it yet. So I'm sorry with my runny nose. All right. So, yeah. I feel price is probably going to retest here and then tank. Now, let me stop sharing and let's look at Forex Factory real quick. All right. So Tuesday, April 2nd, looks like we just had news for the JOLTS job openings. Pretty significant for US dollar. We have at 12:05, we have a FOMC members Mester speaks. Orange folder could potentially be something that could move the US dollar. It's, again, I normally only look for red folders. I'm not saying, this is just me personally. You guys can just do the, I can't remember what, I'm sorry, the yellow folders or the white folders. 9 times out of 10, those colors don't do much. They don't have any significant change for the fundamentals. Red, 100%. And then, as always, this is for tomorrow, April 3rd. We have the Chair Powell speaks. Now, if you've never used the fundamentals, you can go. I just use Forex Factory. It's very clean, very structured. you can go to this, click this folder, tells you what it's about, tells you who he is. He is head of the central bank. He controls everything. He has more power than the president when it comes to the U.S. dollar. He literally, how Trump used to get on and make tweets, this man can get on there and just say, hello, everybody, and move the markets. So be careful, be cautious. This is for tomorrow at 12:10. Could be that nice push for gold too to tank. He might come out and say, hey, things are booming, we're doing this, we're doing that, and the U.S. dollar just gained massive momentum. And let's do this. Again, I apologize. I hate doing with the little sniffles, but can't help it. Thursday, we have, for the CHF, we have some CPI. I normally, unless I don't have anything, any other pair, I'll go to like USD CHF. But we do have CPI news. Be cautious on that. 8:30 a.m. we have unemployment claims. Definitely will move the markets. And then FOMC member speaks. I don't know who these two are. I don't really care. Again, I literally am like a 5-year-old. I get on here and I look at the colors and I know, okay, at 12:10, we're going to have some significant news that could push my trade. So should I be in that trade or should I not be in that trade? That's what I look at when it comes to fundamentals. Friday, we have some pretty strong CAD news, and then again with some USD non-farm employment change and unemployment rate. So pretty good bit of news this week, so make sure you pay attention to that, especially tomorrow. Jerome Powell, again, I don't need to repeat this. You guys all know he just causes ripples in the market. He literally can tank or make the U.S. dollar just go to the moon. So best advice, unless you just like gambling and blowing accounts, I wouldn't trade around this time. I wouldn't even trade probably from like 9:45. New York session normally opens really. I think the big push of orders is around like 9:25. But just take a break from that, and then after lunch, wait and see how the reaction to this fundamental is, and then you can catch that. That's what I like to always say with the fundamentals. I don't pay attention to them. I'm a technical analysis type of trader. 9 times out of 10, the fundamentals normally give me that push. Now, you might have the first, the impulse where everybody's excited and then they're basically gambling, and then the reaction happens. So the impulse can make it just go wonky, ping pong, go completely against you, grab all that liquidity, and then the reaction goes and your trade literally played out, but you over leveraged and you blew your account. So just be careful on that. Be cautious with the news, especially, again, I'll say this 100 times. When you see Powell speaks, anything on that, no matter what day it is, what time it is, be extremely cautious. All right. I'm going to stop sharing that, and I am going to go back into the charts. And then we will, I don't want to take too long with this. But yeah, that is literally how I chart up. I wish I could see y'all's chat. Again, I don't even know if anybody's in here, but normally you guys tell me a different pair. So I'll do one more, and then we'll cut this live, and then I will see y'all Thursday. Let's do my old time friend USD JPY. Let me just go ahead and remove the drawings. I'm going to go from A to Z, as I always do every live. Monthly. I'm going to scroll down. All right, peaks and valleys. I'm going to try not to speak much on this and just watch how quickly, if you're watching this back on the recorded, 5 minutes max is how long it should take you to chart up, especially, again, no moving averages, no Fibonacci's, no Ikemoto clouds. I don't even know all the names. There's like 1,000 different indicators. Peak. And again, just look at this. You see, I didn't even put that at the very peak. It's because I don't care. You don't have to put so much effort into getting at the top or the perfect area, because once I switch to candles, you're going to see how perfectly it plays out. Monthly, just because it's based off current price action, this peak is pretty close. I'm talking a lot, so my voice is getting wonky now. I'm going to put this right in between just to balance that out, and I'm going to go down to the weekly, see if there's any changes. I'm going to balance these out. Nice little parallel lines here. And then go down to the daily. Looks like there's a peak that the monthly and weekly didn't show. So I'll put that right there based off current price action. And let's go to the 4 hour. Now, you guys asked me last time, do I use trend lines? Absolutely. Trend lines is, again, it's almost like Fibonacci. Like, you adjust your trend lines to your liking. And so price could go against it, and then you adjust it again, and then price could go through it, and you adjust it again. So if I'm looking for like 5 different indications on why I'm getting in a trade, I will use trend lines just to give myself like, okay, if it breaks this, I'll look for a short. If it respects, I'll go for a long. But that's like that's like number 6 on the list. You know, I always try to go with momentum. I try to make sure first and most important is the break, hook, and go. Like I wait for on my buys for it to break resistance and come back and retest as support, then I buy. On sales, I wait for price to break through support and come back and retest as resistance, and then I sell. Literally that simple. I try not to overcomplicate it. Trading is complicated enough already. Just sitting here, it's boring. Like, nobody wants to sit here and be patient and watch price. So have your lines ready, and you say, okay, if price respects this, I'm buying. If it blasts through, I'm selling. It's that simple. You don't have to put a Fibonacci here and have your moving averages cross and the stars are aligned with the moon and everything's okay, I'm going to short. Like, just simplicity. That's what we like. On the 4 hour, I'm going to put one more here just to balance that out, and that's enough for me. I'm going to switch back to candles and watch how beautiful this artwork is. See what I mean? It's perfect how it plays out. It gives you that clear indication. It gives you the story behind how the candles are moving and how your lines, your peaks and valleys are. Let me zoom out a little bit. Now, remember, we were just looking at gold. I was saying that I see shorts. I see where price could play out, where it comes down a little bit. And then now we're looking at UJ. We see where prices hit area of resistance, and it's just knocking. It just keeps knocking, and normally once you keep punching, it's going to blast through. So 1, 2, 3, we have 4 touches here, and then we have this red candlestick that looks like price has broke through, but that candle could change. This is on the 4 hour, so this candle could end up closing above that, and then the next candle would be your break, hook, and go. Oh my Lord, my nose is just running like a fountain right now. Going down to the smaller time frame gives you a little bit better story. Let's go down to the 15-minute. We see price has broke, come back, try to retest this as resistance, come back, broke again. So, and then again, we have our trend line. So this is me. I would say, okay, price can do one of two things. Price can come up, break, hook, and go on here. Price can play on this little trend line here, and I would adjust it to see my likings on whether or not I want to get in a buy. If price comes back to 1.5 or 151.250 would be the quarter point, but this is around like 362. If price breaks through this area support, then I'd be looking for shorts. This is going to be the time frame probably around tomorrow when Powell speaks. So you could just be patient, set your alerts, and then watch for your buys here or watch for your sales there. It's literally that simple. It's the game of patience. That is trading. Once you can master that, and you don't have to, especially when you're in a trade, you do not want to just keep pulling your phone out every 5 seconds, because that's going to cause FOMO. That's going to cause anxiety. If you're in profit, you're going to be like, I'm going to close. If you're in drawdown, same thing. So this is why I set parameters. Buys or sells, I always do 40 pip stop, just because it gives me that little cushion, gives price the area to move, a little bit of area to breathe, and I'm not over leveraging. So 40 pips is not going to kill my account. A lot of you guys, you'll put 40 pip stops, but then you keep adjusting it because you're praying that price turns around if you're in drawdown. Do not do that. Just take the loss, bounce back, and get it recovered. This is why I'm a swing trader. I do normally 300 pip reward to 40 pip stops. That way, one loss can literally recover 5 losses. I can have 5 to 6 losses in a row, and one trade, because I hold my longs, I hold my wins, can recover all of that. So remember that. A lot of you guys are like to scalp and intraday, and that's fun. It's exciting, but it's just not realistic. You want to look for longevity. You want a consistent, successful career in trading. You don't want to focus on 5 hours of trading every single day. You're going to burn yourself out completely. And that is it, guys. It's been almost 40 minutes. I love y'all. I hope y'all gained a little bit of knowledge. I try to slow it down because I know I just motor mouth and I spit a lot of information out too quickly. But every single live, I go over at least 2 pairs on how I trade A to Z. It doesn't take me long because it's very simplistic. It's consistent. It has been consistent for 6 years for me. Regardless of how the market changes, it always adapts because all I'm looking for is support and resistance areas. That's it. I'm not looking for crazy anomalies. I'm not looking for anything wild. Just support and resistance areas going off the momentum, whether it's bullish or bearish, and that's it, literally. Well, I love y'all. I missed y'all, and I will see y'all again Thursday. Hope y'all have a wonderful week. Again, don't forget, tomorrow, 12 o'clock, I believe, Powell Speaks. Be cautious in your trades. Again, we are back live. Praise Jesus. And I believe the 25% discount ends April 7th? April 7th or April 5th, so take advantage of that. If you guys took advantage of the 40%, congratulations, because you're crazy if you didn't. But I love y'all. I will see y'all soon, and I am out.